I love watching reactors. I love watching people react to TV shows, and I love watching them have emotional reactions to specific episodes of TV shows. I love it when two people can sit down and watch a thing together, one pre-recorded online, watching something blind live, and the other one at home watching the YouTube upload live after it's been recorded, and having already seen the episode and knowing what's coming up, and waiting to see if that YouTuber has the same emotional reaction as they had when they watched it. And it's sort of like you're watching the episode together. That's always been the fascinating thing about episode reactors. And I was just thinking about what makes the episode reactors interesting. If you were going to take someone who you're new to their channel and you wanted to watch the best of their stuff because you didn't have the time of day to watch over 100 episodes of My Little Pony, and you just wanted to see the best ones, what, in my opinion, are the best episodes to watch someone react to? And here are my thoughts. Bridal Gossip would be the first of the season 1 reactions to watch people react to, because of all of the unique curses that get put on the ponies. The first really great reaction that people will have will be of the Twilight floppy horn. But then the reaction gets kicked up a notch when Flutterdy speaks. Winter Wrap-Up is the very first official My Little Pony song. Not those stupid, dumb, annoying ones that Pinkie Pie always sings, but the first one that has a real Broadway musical feel to it and has the entire cast singing, the background characters, the choreography, the longer verses, the great music, all 6 ponies having a role in the song. That's the first time that we get a real My Little Pony song, and seeing that reaction is really great. Cutie Mark Chronicles is a good one for new bronies, because if you're new to the series, whether you see the episodes in order or not, this is the first time that you get the main 6's backstories and learn what they were like as children and how they got their cutie marks. Party of One, perhaps the best reaction of all of season 1, just because of how unpredictable the later act of that episode gets. And it's really a lot of fun to see people react to that for their first time, because some real crazy stuff goes down in that episode. Season 2, of course, kicks off with Return of Harmony. This blind reaction is especially good if you're already a Star Trek fan. If you're not, you lose a few points, because you have to have the Star Trek and or the Star Wars passion in order to have a really great reaction to this episode. Otherwise, it's just going to be good, not great. Lesson 0, another great one for blind reactions. The first 5 minutes of Last Roundup is a good reaction for people watching the series blind. But then things sort of go downhill from there. Super Speedy Cider Streezy 6000 is a good reaction for watching people during the Flim Flam Brothers song. But then the rest of it sort of teeters off into a series of bronies overthinking what realistically should be happening versus what's entertaining to see happen, as they try to analyze it as a realistic business model as opposed to a Paul Bunyan or John Henry style man versus machine competition. Hearts and Hooves Day makes a better reaction if the person has seen the Button Mash shorts either right before or right after this episode. Otherwise, it's only an okay reaction. Friend Indeed, definitely a great episode to react to, because once you hit that iconic moment in the episode, you're just having a lot of fun, and it's always fun to relive that moment over and over again. In fact, it'll be many seasons before we can even come close to matching that. It's About Time, pretty good episode with some nifty little twists, and it keeps you guessing along the way. But a really great reaction is Canterlot Wedding. The beginning gets some great reactions going, and then the cliffhanger ending of the first episode really hits people with the emotions. And then This Day aria brings even more emotions into the reaction, and then you have the epic battle sequence. There's some really great stuff going on in there. Too Many Pinkie Pies is the first great episode of Season 3 for reactions. One Bad Apple and Magic Duel are pretty decent. Sleepless in Ponyville completely depends on which ponies are your favorite by this point. Same thing with Wonderbolt's Academy and Apple Family Reunion. If Best Pony is in the episode, you're gonna like it. If Best Pony isn't in the episode, it's gonna kind of waver. Keep Calm and Flutter On is another good reaction if you happen to give a great reaction to the Season 2 opener. If you didn't, you probably don't care so much, but if you did like Season 2's opener, you're going to love this episode, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And Magical Mystery Cure, I have no clue how anyone manages to go in blind to this episode when all you have to do is walk down any girl's toy aisle and see rows and rows of spoilers in the toy line. Go on the internet and see spoilers on Google Images, on DeviantArt, on all of the forums where people post pictures, on every t-shirt, on every poster, on every commercial. There are pony spoilers all over the world. How does anybody manage to avoid it? And yet they do. And yet they do manage to remain blind. And for the entirety of this episode, people are singing and having a good time and enjoying the music, the drama, the confusion, the mystery, the chore, and then the explosion, and people are just shocked and blown away. And then things get emotional, and people start to cry and tear up, and it's like graduation night for the Brony Reactor. It's probably the tops of 3 seasons worth of blind reactions for anybody, especially towards the almost end. And of course, we have to say very sincerely what we once said ironically, thanks Ma Larson. And Season 4 takes us off with Princess Twilight Sparkle, a decent episode, so is Castlemania. Flight to the Finish is our first song of that season, and also the first emotional moment of that season when people really learn which characters to hate and which characters to root for, and what parts of the episode to almost cry over. Bats gives us a fun little sequence of events and a fun little song to rally behind, as does Rarity Takes Manhattan. But Pinky Apple Pie is the next time that a season 4 episode really makes a lot of people laugh and really enjoy the episode. Rainbow Falls is great for one thing and one thing only. One moment in the entire episode that you just, fast forward through the beginning and get to this part and watch that reaction. That is when anyone who goes in blind screams like crazy, breaks out like a fan at the most amazing thing they've ever seen, literally falls out of their chairs onto the floor. This one reaction is probably the best up to this point in season 4, maybe even in anything, and we owe it all to that one big event that happened behind the scenes. And then we have Pinky Pride. This, after even 5 seasons, remains to me my absolute favorite episode to watch people react to. There's one other that comes very close to equaling this level of excitement. This is just filled with songs and energy and happiness and crazy moments, and just halfway through the episode you don't even know what you're watching anymore. You're just laughing the whole time and enjoying every single minute of this. There's so much emotion into this, and one of the biggest punches of emotion that this episode delivers, everybody has had, or almost everybody has had, the same reaction. Maud Pie is the next one that gets to be a relatively enjoyable reaction. Several parts of that episode, lots of fun to see fans react to. Then the next great reaction is Twilight's Kingdom. People absolutely love watching that. And of course, in between seasons 2, 3, and 4, there's all of those other episodes that are actually more fun to discuss than they are to react to. And that would be any of the ones that I didn't list so far. Then, of course, you have the Equestria Girls and the Rainbow Rocks reactions. Those are lots of fun as well. Rainbow Rocks more so than Equestria Girls these days. But once again, I wonder, with spoilers in the toy store, on the internet, and all over the place where you look at pony stuff, how does anybody manage to stay blind to these reactions? Apparently a lot of bronies never go to the mall or any public shopping area, boardwalks, or any place where kids walk around with t-shirts, or any kind of brony conventions. So far in season 5, we've been having an amazing season. Cutie Map has been great reactions. Make new friends but keep discord has been lots of fun. Lost City of Griffinstone has been a lot of fun. But Slice of Life has been the reaction to go back to over and over again. It's been tons of fun, right up there with Pinky Pride. I think those 2 episodes, Slice of Life and Pinky Pride, have been the 2 reactions that over and over again have been amazing to me to watch people go through. And we can only hope for more great reactions in the future. Thank you for watching, and good night.